Hello everyone, welcome back to the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. I keep wanting to say Crane, but I've managed to stop myself so far. And I'm not sure why I want to say it, but... So let's continue on. So I'll just put my cigarette out. Oh, well, the lights change as I come under the trees. Have I been up here before? I don't think so. Maybe I get down here? Yep. Like it's going to be blocked. What's that? Saw something. What the hell is that? It's not a train signal, it's making a noise. Oh, an astronaut. Well, this game was developed by the astronauts in Poland. So, up there I think, sounded like. Yep. Well, let's get stranger and stranger. This is the second mystery game I've played that's got a spaceship. And I've been abducted again. Oh wow, look at that. Right in the stratosphere. Pods. Lots of them. the Big Dipper. Oh, hello. What we got here? Another story. Fangs. The beast had fangs, but was heavy and slow. So when it saw the light in the sky, it waited, thinking the light would go out like the others before it. When it did not, the beast rose up on its legs and went to the place where the fire was still burning. As the orange light died, another took its place. This one was blue, a bright and pure blue that the creature had only seen along the edges of stars. The beast showed its fangs and the light vanished. A moment later, the light appeared again between two distant trees. The beast wanted to go home but could not ignore the light, so it chased it deeper into the forest. When the light stopped, it did so in a clearing of trees. The beast entered the circle feeling no fear. The trees turned towards the beast, pointing at it like needles, but the tops of the trees lowered and dug into the ground. Excuse me. The trunks and roots were raised into the air and closed around the beast like walls. As the ground disappeared, the beast realized it would use its fangs. It would never use its fangs again. So I guess that's represented by the trees, because I guess the tops of the trees would be pointed like its fangs, and they went into the ground, and then the roots came up and then bent round to form a wall.
Get out of my room, Travis!
Stories, always with the stories.
Get out!
I read the Fangs one. I liked the Beast. At least he gets to leave this goddamn place.
Gaylord. Abstruse Tales. So this is like one of those. That's the thing I was just on. Yellow Hills of Mars by Douglas Spalding. America's finest science fiction. So this is like one of those 1964. Okay. They were also around in as far back as I think the late 20s during the Depression. So, has this Ethan kid got some kind of ability that his imagination becomes reality, or what he sees, what he reads becomes reality? Why did I just experience something from that story? 7:05. Is that thing still working now? So I did mention in the previous episode that I thought this might be the same developers that developed a game called Everybody's Gone to the Rapture, but that was someone else. That was the Chinese Room. And I am...
No trains have been through here for a long time. That was part of a pattern. Large pieces of this country were thrown away, doomed to become, and then remain, the worst versions of themselves. Beneath all that rot, dark things grow.
Yeah, the Chinese Room have developed another game, because this game's by the Astronauts, who are a Polish development company. I think there's 8 of them. There used to be 3. But there's a game by the Chinese Room called it's something about Esther, which is kind of like this, I guess. And I was reading the website of the astronauts, theastronauts.com, I think it's called, the website, or the address, and their kind of development ethos or philosophy, I guess, is that video games can be art and entertainment together. And I'd have to agree with that. Guess I'm supposed to go across there, but I'm going to have a look down here first. So who knows what hidden secrets there could be. Alright, I can get across here. Why? No apparent reason. I've changed the graphics a little for this episode. I've turned the motion blur off. I didn't notice. Well, I kind of did when I was editing the video. But also I've upped the field of view to 95 or 100. It was on 90. I think it looks a bit better. And I've also changed the anti-aliasing to 2 times T something. Seems to look a lot better. Still limited it to 60 FPS and VSync, and it's staying at 60.
I've seen every version of people hurting each other, hurting themselves. We blame it on compulsion, selfishness, madness. I suppose the idea is, if you name the thing, you can control it. There are things in this world that cannot be named.
So, what he was saying by the train about, you know, whole swathes of America being left to go to ruin, I'd agree with him on that. You have to look at Detroit, which used to be, you know, the capital of American automobile manufacture, and now is basically a ghost town, and there's a lot of drugs and gangs and stuff, so a lot of crime. But what he just said then, I completely disagree with him on. I mean, why is it that people say stupid things like, I've witnessed every type of cruelty, or whatever it was he said, that people do to each other? No, you haven't. Did you witness the Holocaust? Have you seen child sacrifice? Have you seen people being starved? No. You've done a few cases where people have done bad things like murder people. It's a bit different from genocide, isn't it? And there is a name for it. It's called evil. So to say, I've seen things that can't be named. Well, I think most people would agree that the Holocaust was evil, evil incarnate. And actually the concentration camps came out of something that was before the Nazis even took power. Back in the 20s, when the Germans embraced eugenics, which was actually started by an Englishman, and actually I think he was the brother of Charles Darwin's wife, Frances Galton, who started the eugenics movement. And in Germany they embraced it, as they did in America. America sterilized tens of thousands of people who were either had a criminal record or who'd had mental problems. But in Germany in the 20s they actually took mentally handicapped and mentally ill people and they actually gassed them. This was in the 20s, so you know, long before the Third Reich.
You need to talk to your son. He was poking around in the old Vandergriff house again. Said he found some secret room.
Yeah, really? Okay, I will go talk to him.
That's not Travis. So Travis was his brother, I think.
What did you do? What did you wake up?
Nothing. I found a room, I walked into it, that's it.
You can feel it, right? Something coming from the Vandergriff house.
I can feel it. Ethan disturbed the sleeper. He must be punished.
Oh dear. So is the Vandergriff house that one?
Pop, they're getting worse. They keep talking about this thing, this sleeper.
I know. What I don't know is if it's real or not.
I already did that.
It's not my fault. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
What he's referring to, I guess, the sleeper. That's what we got here. Jules Verne, From the Earth to the Moon. I haven't actually read that. Mark Twain, a Connecticut Yankee. At King Arthur's court. Treasure Island. I read that about 4 months ago actually. Treasure Island. Is that H.P. Lovecraft? Yes, it is. I don't know which one it is though. That's quite occultic sort of stuff. H.P. Lovecraft. Very strange man. H.G. Wells. I can't stand H.G. Wells. I think he was a elitist, arrogant snob. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was a eugenicist as well. And the reason I say that is from reading not that long ago actually, The Time Machine and War of the Worlds. Whenever he talks about ordinary working class people, it's with this sense of they're beneath him. Their interests and their the way they live is like almost like animals. Now that wasn't there before, was it? That was a photograph. Okay, so that's Ethan. That's the grandfather. I think the guy in the middle is his brother, so who are the other two guys? Or the guy on the... Yeah, and I think that guy probably is his father, the one with the tie on. So I guess that's his mother. On the day this photo was taken, Uncle Chad was mean. That's Uncle Chad on the end then. Dad was sad. That's Dad. Mum was mad. Travis was loud. Gramp was quiet. Okay. So to the other house then, which I'm thinking is going to be the Vandergriff house with the secret room. Well, they had a much bigger house than the Vandergriffs then. I thought the Vandergriffs were the economic powerhouse around here. Didn't their didn't something happen to their mine that... Well, that doesn't look occultic at all. It's almost like Ordo Templi Orientis, the OTO, which was Aleister Crowley was a member of. I think they inducted him into it because he, in some of his poetry, he had talked about some kind of secrets that they were aware of, so they had to induct him in because he'd actually mentioned them, so, or something like that, I can't remember. I invoke the boneless one, the one of voids, destroyer of ships, and he who is feared by the winds. Hear me, great minister Facador, Focador. I wish to make a pact with you to confound my enemies and protect my possessions. Use the doors of confusion to cloud their judgment. Seal the path with falsity and guile, and permit only those who can discern every true interior to pass. Aglon tetragram, yeah, tetragram. It's got Sabbat in there and Adonai, so they're Hebrew words that have been corrupted to be used in occultic rituals, ceremonial magic, that kind of thing. You know, like black Sabbats or Shabbats. Adonai, which is Adonai is the name of God in Hebrew. Yeah, so that's I think the rest of it is maybe a sort of translation of the oh, are those the, what did it say? I can't pick it up again. The deceit and guile. This house wasn't this big. Hang on, this... Hey! This is the other house. Yeah. I'm turning it into the other house. So that's the guile and stuff that he was talking about. That's right. Now this, I think, should be kind of a bit of a no windows or anything. That one. Yeah. Definitely not that. That. Not that. Right, now is it going to let me go back to that one? Yeah. No. Yes. And this one. No, that's the same as this. Yeah. Yep. So I've done this floor? No. Right, I remember this. What floor am I on? Yeah, I think it's this one. That could be correct. Is that the same as that? No. Right. What did it have? This is the last. So this would be the attic, wouldn't it? Yep. Okay, I know what this is supposed to be. It's the room with the books. Yep. So where's the secret room then? I missed something? Ah, I haven't done this one yet. That's correct, that one. Damn it! Damn, I think I got to start again. So that's what puts the... So I've got to go through the whole thing again. That's annoying. So this will be the kitchen. This will be a kind of corridor-ish thing. Yeah. That's right. Now this will be, it should have a small desk, I think. Oh. I don't think it's that one. It's definitely not that one. But I don't think it's that one either. It must be that one. Okay, it is. Yeah, with the samovar or whatever they're called, sort of thing. Right. Yes. And this should have a small table. Yep. Now, what did this one have? No. Yes. Right, so I've got to do this one. No. Yes. 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 Damn, I got good memory today. So now I've just got to do this one then. Which I know what it is because... Okay. And we found the secret room. In under half an hour. Right, so let's read this. I just want to have a look around. Is that the Necronomicon or something? Definitely other books got names, they're just kind of generic books. Why is there someone's head clamped and something? I mean, it could be some kind of potion, or it could be, I don't know, making gin, I don't know. Right. A magician once lived inside an old house and made potions, okay, to let him see the future. People from the village came to the magician's house and demanded he share his potions with them. "We want to see the future too," they told him. But the magician said no. The people from the village grew angry and burned the magician's house. There's a lot of people burning things in this story, or stories. But the magician knew this would happen. He had already cast a spell on his potion room. The house burned, but the room did not. The people from the valley wanted waited, but the magician never came out. Oh, like a room within a room within a room to infinity.
Why are you standing there? You spying?
No.
No, huh? What the hell's wrong with you exactly?
Nothing.
You need to stop leaving your stupid stories around. They're freaking everyone out.
That sounds like... What? This is moonshine or something, isn't it? So I was saying about gin. So that didn't sound like Travis. I think that was his dad. So his dad was a bit of a gruff old... So that's the story I just read. Okay, so what's this then? Blaze reveals moonshine operation by Daniel Josephson. Bayfield County, Ashland Township volunteer firefighters discovered an apparent moonshine still while battling a blaze in the woods of Old Ogden Road. That's off Old Ogden Road. That sounds very English or British. According to authorities, the still comprised of a propane stove and 4-gallon stainless steel pot, which was used to hold the whiskey mash. Based on the size of the still, Bayfield County Sheriff Hank Schafel believes it may be part of a small operation, though he admitted there could be other stills in the county. Officers on the scene recovered a half-gallon of apple pie moonshine and 1 gallon of unflavoured moonshine. Apple cider and cinnamon sticks were found adjacent to the still. The police have been unable to determine who owns the still. Sheriff Schafel said a cigarette butt tossed into the scene likely caused the fire. Wasn't that first story? NASA launches ATS-6 satellite, Cape Canaveral, Florida. NASA launched what has been called the world's first educational satellite in Florida today, giving the United States a powerful edge in telecommunications technology. The applications technology Satellite 6 will directly broadcast educational programming to several countries, including the United States, Canada, India and Australia. NASA believes the satellite will remain in constant contact with the Earth for at least the next 5 years. So that doesn't sound like it was anything to do with that spaceship thing, because that wasn't a satellite, was it? It was a spaceship. Or a pod. This house is completely well, I never came upstairs, did I? In the original, in its original form. Okay, I'm going to end it there because it's been 34 minutes, so I hope you don't mind the episodes being a little bit longer, but I don't really want to do any cuts because I think it will ruin the flow of the story. So thanks for watching. Sorry about my voice, it's been a bit croaky and sort of weak lately. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye for now.